Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm here with a topic that it involves me as well. Anyway, been through it. I've swim in this, so I'm talking from experience. Anyway, as you already see from the title, I'm here to talk about Qatar driving license. How can you get a driving license? What are the procedures? What can you do? And is everyone eligible to get a driving license in Qatar? How much is it? I'm going to answer all that. Make sure you watch this video till the end. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys are the OG. So without wasting time, let's jump straight into today's video. So like I said, this topic involves me because I've been through it, and that's why I'm comfortable enough to talk about it, because I can relate to every single point that I'm going to mention here. I can relate. I've tried to write everything down so that I can make this video as short as possible, because it can also be a very long video, which I'm not ready to edit that. So first thing is, you have to know who is eligible to get a driving license in Qatar. Everyone is eligible to get a driving license, of course. No one stops you to drive. But in Qatar, they have a rule. The one rule that not everyone can drive in this country, depending on your visa. Okay? So they've tried to categorize each type of visa depending on profession that is on your visa that can allow you to drive in Qatar. So there are some certain professions that you are not allowed to drive in Qatar, and there are some professions that you are eligible to drive in Qatar. So it depends on what profession you have on your visa. So be mindful of that. If you're thinking of driving in Qatar, then you have to first check if the profession that is written on your resident permit, the resident permit that we have, if you're eligible to drive in Qatar. And you can find all this information on Google. You can just go to Google and you can find this information. But let me try and check very fast. So I'm going to read some of the professions that are eligible to drive in Qatar, and some professions that are eligible to drive in Qatar and some which are not. But then if you want to save yourself some time, or if you cannot find this website, I'm reading this website from Qatar Driving School. Focus. Anyway, my camera doesn't want to focus. So I'm reading all this profession from a website which is Qatar Driving School. It's a government driving school. So they have stated here that an official translation of the list of ineligible profession: electrician, technician, service worker, watchman, horse trailer, laborer, servant, nanny, farmer. Though some of the nannies, like some of the house help, do drive in Qatar, and bakery worker, painter, fisherman. There are so many guys. But also they've mentioned here that you can contact the traffic department to check if you are eligible to drive. So you have to go to the traffic department and check if you're eligible to drive, or just go to any driving school and then they will tell you. Anyways, so now let's go to the things that you need to know before you go to any driving. So now that you have known that you are eligible to drive, what are the things that you need to know about driving in Qatar? First thing you need to know is, of course, if you are eligible to drive. I've mentioned that. And then second thing you need to know is this one. I will emphasize this one. Before you pay to any school to enroll for a driving lesson, before you pay to any school, there are so many schools. I'm not going to mention any school, but there are so many schools that you can go and learn driving there. But you need to do a research on which school you want to go to. So there are some government schools, then there are some private schools. Of course, private schools are very expensive compared to the government driving school, but you need to do research. Guys, listen to me, because I've been there and I'm trying to tell you this because I didn't do it. Make sure you do a thorough research on the driving school you're going to. You can ask people, you can go on YouTube, I don't know where you will go, but then try to do research before you sign into any driving school. It's very, very important. This will save you with one thing. If the school is good and if a lot of people get driving license from that school, because even if you enroll in a driving school here, that doesn't mean that you cannot get the driving license. Hey, no, it doesn't mean that. And that's why I've mentioned, make sure you do a thorough research about that school that you want to enroll before you pay your money. The reason I'm saying to do a research is because some of the schools, they take a lot of, people for the driving lesson. Getting dates for your test, guarantee to pass, can be very low, because if they have so many people, then it means you have to wait for a long time for you to get a date for your test. Because usually if you go there for a full course, normally I forgot to mention this, sorry. If you're enrolling for a driving school, it depends if you're going there for a short course or a full course. So let's say, for example, if you have a driving license from your country, so the second thing you have to check is the country that you come from, if really you have to do the driving lesson. Some of the countries are very lucky enough, like European countries. Americans and Canadians, they don't need to go for a driving lesson, but then the rest of us, we have to take a full course. So if you have a driving license from your country, then you can go for the option of a half course, but then if you don't have a driving license, you have to take a full course. Check all this before you consider. You can call the traffic department to check if you really need to go for a driving, or if you're from European countries, you can just go for an eye test, but you have to have a driving license from where you're coming from. If you're from Europe, let's say for example, if you're from UK and you have a driving license from UK, then that's when you can go and just do an eye test and get a new driving license. But if you're from UK and you don't have a driving license from UK, then you have to do a driving lesson. Okay, I hope I'm clear with that. If you're from Europe, UK, US, Canada, you don't need to do a driving course. Now, let's go to the third point. Before you enroll to any school, first you need to know if they are very expensive, because most of the schools here are very expensive. Like generally, driving here in Qatar can be very expensive. Make sure you do a thorough research if the school has a lot of students, because if they have a lot of students who have enrolled for a driving lesson, it means whenever you want to do your test, you have to wait for a long time, sometimes even 1 year, sometimes 6 months, 3 months. Also make sure you do a research about the school itself, if it's a nice school or if it's a school that can guarantee you to get a driving license. If they have a lot of students, run. If they have bad reputation, please run. There are so many schools here, government and private, so you have so many options to choose from. But it's very, very important to do research, because in future when you want to do your test, like let's say a road test, a parking test, sometimes it's very hard to get those dates. Sometimes you have to wait for almost 6 months to 1 year, or 3 months or 1 month. It depends with the school. If the school have less students, then you can be guaranteed that once you finish your driving lessons, you can book for a road test or you can book for a parking test. Like I said, enrolling to a driving school doesn't guarantee that you'll get a driving license, because people here fail. I don't know, in Kenya, I've done driving in Kenya, and I can say that sometimes there's a high chance you will pass, but then here there is no guarantee that you will pass, because they have so many rules on the road and you have to follow those rules. And if you don't follow the rules, easy for you to fail your test. So what I'm trying to say is, if you find a school that you are ready to enroll with, go to that school, gather more information. Please, even if you know how to drive, I will urge you, go for VIP. They normally have regular course and they have VIP. So for regular course is just a normal one, and that's the course that you can wait even after finishing your lessons. You can even wait for almost 6 months to get a date for a test or a parking test. So if you go for a regular course, just know that you will wait for a long time, and you have only 2 chances. If you fail the first chance, then you will do the second chance. If you fail the second chance, that's it for you. You have unlimited. For me, I know for sure unlimited is very expensive and VIP is very expensive. VIP courses, it will allow you to get the earliest date tests for your road test, but if you fail as well, bye bye. Mention the third one, which is unlimited courses. Can be expensive, but I will urge you, please go for that. Even if you know how to drive, go for unlimited, because you're gonna fail, you're gonna pay again, you're gonna waste your time, you're gonna waste your money if you go for the regular course. And if you go for the VIP, go for unlimited. Unlimited will allow you to fail as much as you can, but still you can redo without paying, because you have unlimited trials. So for me, I will urge you to go for unlimited. Pay that money. I know it can be expensive compared to the regular course, but believe me, you're gonna fail, you're gonna repeat, so better you pay for unlimited to be on the safe side. If you go for a driving school, it's not guaranteed that you'll get a driving license, so always opt for the unlimited courses. If you go to any driving school of your choice, go for unlimited. VIP is good, but the only good thing about it is you can get the earliest date. Like you have the VIP treatment, you can get the earliest date, but it doesn't guarantee that if you fail, they will favor you. No, it doesn't. So go for the unlimited. And then the 5th point is, make sure when you go to that driving school, you choose an instructor that you can understand. They always give you an option to choose an instructor from your own country. So I've seen instructors from Kenya, from Philippines, from India and whatever. So they always give you option to choose instructor from any country that you want. Please go with an instructor that you can understand. It will save you time and it will give you a high chance to pass all the tests. So guys, this will be a part 1 of how to get a driving license in Qatar, and the things that you should consider, which I've mentioned. Do a research of the school, check if you are eligible to drive in Qatar, make sure you pay for unlimited, and also the instructor which will instruct you during your lessons in the driving school. I'm going to do another part where I'm going to explain in details on what goes down during your driving lessons in Qatar. So let me know on the comment section if you want to know more, because I have experience on that. So my camera is going off, and I don't think if I'm going to do this video longer than this. Let me know on the comment section. You can ask me anything, and let me know on what you want to see next on my video. I hope you've watched this video till the end, and if you did, please be sure to subscribe, like, share and comment. Bye.